Konnichiwa Mini-san. Juchubu no Oranje desu. ランダムな日本語のフレーズを学ぶ。例えば、虹の海が大好き。イエーイ！水はおいしい。私は YouTuber です。私は法廷を日記的に欲する。You might be wondering, Orange, what the hell is Rainbow Sea? And to that I say, first of all, don't curse at me. Second of all, Rainbow Sea is one of the most peak games to ever peak, in my opinion, and I'm gonna tell you all about it. You play as the protagonist Ofuku, or you can change her name, and you're on trial. You wake up on a treasure ship, you have no idea where you are, and you stumble upon a god, my goat, Daikoku, and he explains that you are there as a candidate for godhood. You will spend 1 year aboard the treasure ship with the 7 lucky gods, and come the new year, they will determine, some higher beings, not the 7 lucky gods, will determine that you are either going to be a god or you are going to get sent back to the human realm because you suck at the game. There are 7 lucky gods aboard the ship. Daikoku, Benton, Ebisu, my goat, Ebisu. I love Ebisu. He's the easiest god to play for. Bishamon, I love him. Hote, I love Hote. Fukuro Kujo, and Jurojin. And it's really hard to define them and all their stories, but I will read them out for you now. Daikoku, the one who serves. He is good at and likes cooking. He spends most of his time in the kitchen beside the cafeteria, where the other gods gather for meals. He plays a central role on the treasure ship due to his reputation as a trustworthy god. He cares about you, Ofuku, and the other gods. He wants everyone to get along. Benton, the one who leads. She is a multi-talented goddess who loves all things aquatic, musical, and academic. She lives freely in the cockpit without the interference of other gods. According to her, there's almost nothing she can't do, and she's particularly observant. Ebisu, the one who fishes. On sunny days, he can be found fishing on the deck. He doesn't seem to want to interact with humans or other gods, and treats you with annoyance and coldness. But he has one of the most fire storylines of all of them, so it's okay that he treats me with annoyance and coldness, okay? I can fix him! Hote, the one who knows. He speaks a unique dialect. Thanks to his ability to predict the future, he has an enlightened view of things, thinks ill of others similar to him, but is also uncomfortable with those he sees as peer. He is particular about tea and incense. Bishamon, the one who protects. The deity of war. He's usually quiet and calm, but when it comes to battle, he is by far the strongest out of all 8 million gods. He is not good at lying, or detecting lies, and doesn't understand why people lie. He loves cats, but is troubled by how they tend to run away from him because of his large body and armor. I just want to let you guys know, that last part never comes up, ever, but it's okay because he's my goat. All of them are awesome. TH. Fukuro Kujo, the one who records. He wears a fox mask, but he won't tell you why. He is cheerful and acts like a child, but like the other gods, he seems to be much older than you. He's in charge of writing down the lives and fates of humans. He's very interested in modern technology. He takes walks all over the treasure ship. Jurojin, the one who rules. He spends most of his time in the archives and knows almost all the books there. His face looks young, but his behavior and language give him an air of maturity. He has a warm personality and is always ready to help anyone. Except Fukuro Kujo! One of the things I like about Rainbow Sea is just how diverse, I guess, the story can be. For example, I get, no matter what route you play, the story of Ofuku changes depending on which godly route you're going with. For example, in one of Hote's routes, spoilers by the way, spoilers right now, in one of Hote's routes, it's revealed that he basically kidnapped Ofuku in order to mess with her, because he likes toying with people and thinks of her as a pet. And so he basically builds her trust up, and he's like, I'm gonna help you escape because the other gods kidnapped you, and they're gonna like sell you off or eat your flesh or whatever. I don't know, it was something crazy, supposedly. I think it was selling. But basically by like December, I think, like toward like one of the last events, or like one of the last months of the year, he takes you up to the deck at night. He makes sure Bishamon is away, but he says it in such a way that you're convinced he killed that guy. He killed my goat. And then he leads you to the railing, and he says, if you jump over the railing, you will land on a boat in the water. And despite not being able to see any kind of boat, Ofuku jumps. And she hits the cold, salty sea with a splash. And she swims up, and she's looking for Hote to save her because she can't swim. And she can't keep herself afloat. And all he does is smile. And she sinks. She sinks, and it is dark, and it is cold. And at the moment of her last breath, someone pulls her up. And it's Bishamon, soaking wet, saving her. And he pulls her to the deck, and he's like, what the heck were you doing? Why did you jump over the railing? And Ofuku is disoriented, and she's dazed and just about losing her mind because she put so much trust in Hote, and he was gonna let her drown. And she's like, I thought you were dead. And Hote, he's funny. He's funny, guys. Trust, please. He's so funny. Looks her dead in the eyes and goes, I don't know why you would believe anything I said. I was lying the whole time. Oh, you thought I killed him? I didn't. I've just said I got rid of him from his post. I made him go away from his post. I don't know why you would think I killed him. That's kind of on you. And then she's like, what? Did I not mean anything to you? I feel like we built up such like a rapport. And then he silences her, and he's like, I think you need to shut up right now because you mean nothing to me. You mean nothing to me, and you never have, and you never will. You are a puny human, and you mean nothing to a god like me. And then January comes, and she is returned to the human world because he kidnapped her from the human world. Remember that, guys. She returns to the human world, but she is so traumatized. She is so traumatized by the whole experience aboard the treasure ship, which, by the way, she can't even remember. That's another thing. If you can return to the human world, you don't remember anything that happened aboard the treasure ship. So she is just so traumatized by Hote, which honestly, who can blame her, that I think she had like a cut or something on her leg or whatever, and it was like anytime someone brings it up, she's scared, and like fear seizes her, and it's crazy. And then in another one, in like one of Bishamon's route, she's just, oh, by the way, I was an evil god, and I was trying to steal something from you, Bishamon. I was an evil goddess the whole time. Sorry. Please don't lock me in the mirror. Please, please. And anyway, that just showcases how different they are. And just the range of stories that you, the protagonist, Ofuku, can have. Isn't that crazy? And that is pretty much Rainbow Sea. I hope this helps. And if I end up making like videos on it in the future, I will put more of an explanation, because I know this one isn't really a good explanation, but this is the game. This is one of my favorite games. It's cool. You can date all of them, and please go check it out if you want to.